and I first like came into the scene, you know, the internet scene, you know, when I first came home from jail, you know what I mean?
What year was that?
That was 2016. 2016,
Okay.
2017, yeah, some shit like that. You
How
know
long?
what I mean?
About how long you did?
I did 10, a good 10
Well, you did a
piece.
real stretch.
You know what I mean?
Salute.
I did it,
And
but,
I'm not
but in
celebrating
total,
that,
I
but
think I
salute.
did like, in total, I probably did like up to 20. You know what I mean? I ain't count everything, but you know, there was a good time from like 12 from 12 years old. I wasn't home for more than 1 year till I was 30 something. You feel me? Like, you know, so when the system caught me,
Caught you.
It caught me, and it really like. It was hard for me to shake it. You feel me? It was like a drug addict. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I never been addicted to drugs, but I could relate because it was hard for me to shake that. You feel me?
That's deep.
And so yeah, I did my time. I came home, and I didn't know anything about the internet. You feel me? I like, cause when I came home, it was the Nextel phones. Like, so I didn't know about the internet, but I was reading about it, and you know what I mean? I was trying to read up as much as I could, every magazine, every book. You know, when you in jail, you just try to get privy to everything, you feel me? So I was reading about everything and just trying to get educated on the internet. But you know, you can't get educated by reading a book. You gotta be
out
in it,
there
you feel
seeing
me?
it,
So when I was in maximum state prisons all the way up to like my last like, I don't know, 5 months. Okay. You know what I mean? But then I got in trouble, and then I spent the last like month in a maximum prison. I went home from there. But when I was locked up, right before I was going home, my boy Chi Ali, you must know that name, right?
Yeah.
Chi Ali, he was
mixtape at the age of 14.
Right. Chi Ali, he was locked up with me. Chi Ali was part of the he was part of damn, what do they call it?
Not digging in the crate.
No, not digging before that. Like Tribe Called Quest, Lord Jamal, all of them. Queen Latifah.
Okay.
Like that whole that era, but it was like a little group of it was like a movement of them.
I think I know the name you're thinking of too, but it's on the tip of my tongue.
Native tongues. Yeah, he was a part of the native tongue movement. He was the youngest person of the native tongue movement, and you know he got in trouble and stuff. So when I was on Rikers Island, I was locked up with him in the Beacon. You know what I mean? And then when we went upstate, I was with him too. You know what I mean? So we spent a lot of time together, and then I seen him go home, and I was talking to him. And I called him one day, and he's like, yo, you know, I'm in the studio with Jadakiss. I'm about to do a song with him. I'm like, yo, I said, yo, bro, I'm about to come home next month, bro. I got like about $1,500. This shit smell like shit. I got this shit booth right now. I'm taking this home with me. Like, what's up? See if you could give me a feature, bro. You know what I mean? I got this selling, you know, doing my thing in the yard. You know what I mean? Saving up. So when I come home, I have a little chicken so I could, like, you know, invest in my own career. You know what I'm saying? Right. So he was like, yo, just come home. I'm gonna take care of that for you. So boom, I came home, and then the second day he had a video shoot with Jadakiss. I was on parole. This was like 10 o'clock at night. I'm like, man.
I know that was lit. Oh, you was on parole.
I was on parole, but I went anyway. I'm like,
that was lit.
I went, and then I met him. You know what I mean? Jadakiss shook his hand, boom. He was like, yo, I heard a lot about you. I was like, yo, bro, I got this bread right here. Smell like doo-doo, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and you know, he ain't take it, but he said he told me to give it to his assistant. Assistant took it.
He did, for real?
The assistant took it.
I can't believe he ain't turned that into a bar. He probably have somewhere, but go ahead.
Right, he probably did. But So then, you know, that was my introduction to the industry, because I was like, I'm gonna come home, so I'm gonna do this rap stuff. But then I seen Chi do an interview on Vlad. So I hit Chi up like, yo, let me get on Vlad. Let me try to get on Vlad, bro. Like, I got a story too. You feel me?
That's right.
So I was like, yo. He was like, yeah, but he kind of picky on. I was like, listen, man. The gin situation. Tell him that. I'm sure he'll want to talk about that. So boom. He took it, and then I did that.
Right now, let me stop and shout out Chi Ali for keeping it a Google with his partner and turning him on the plugs. People be so much of a hater and blocking, but the way you saying, You just was humble saying, hey, man, turn me on. And he turned you on, man.
Turn me on.
Man, that's honor. Chi Ali, much love. Go ahead.
Shout out to Chi, man. You know what I mean? And then I did the Vlad, and then I turned me up. Like it got me an introduction to the internet. You know what I'm saying? People started knowing who I was. But I didn't get a grasp of the internet yet. I really didn't know how to use YouTube or Instagram. Like it was still foreign to me. But I started making music, and then I started like just for a whole year I didn't release any music. I was just trying to learn the landscape of this new world. You feel me?
You landed the Jada feature?
I landed it, but I didn't put it out.
You didn't put it out.
You know what I'm saying? I landed a Dave East feature, Young and May feature.
That was going to be my next question. In the regards like a Jadakiss, is that the highest or the only high profile artist you had worked with? Or I was going to ask you, is it a roll call list?
It was like
okay.
It was Corey Guns, a few other people, but it was basically like the New York underground scene.
Just you being out there on your Grizzy.
It's just me being out there, my story being out there, being, you know, tapped in with what I was tapped in with, you feel me? And then before I was about to release my album, and still it was like I have 5,000 followers on Instagram, you feel me? And then I was about to release this album. I started making the music. I started dropping these freestyles, and these freestyles was going kind of viral. And I was doing it like, you know, on Drake 0 to 100 beat. I was doing it on like you know, other beats like Biggie beats, like, and they started going viral. You know what I'm saying? So then I was about to drop my album. 3 days before I dropped my album, I got arrested. You know what I mean? I got arrested, and they because I came out with a song called Bucker Cop. Right? I came out with a song called Bucker Cop because
Not in the police state.
So listen, I seen what was happening to Eric Garner. I seen what was happening to all the people that was, you know what I'm saying? And I seen one particular situation that I saw was on Freddie Gray.
Rest in peace, Freddie Gray, Eric Garner.
Right, in Baltimore. So I seen that and I was like, man, he was a young kid. That pissed me off. Like, I was like, man, I went on my Instagram, like, I'm trying to go to Baltimore. Do I have any people from Baltimore, whatever? And one of the bros, you know what I mean? He hit me up. I didn't know him.
Right.
He like, pull up to Baltimore. I said, I'm going in my car right now. You serious? He said, pull up right now. It's going up right now out here. So I'm like, I'm coming. You feel me? And then I had this song called Bucker Cop, right? Because I'd seen it and I was just like, man, I'm triggered by this. You know what I'm saying? Because police beat me up mad times, bro. Like, police put hands on me. Police made me feel like I was gonna die. Like,
you think when the police find you amongst us in the trenches that you get it worse because it's like now they gonna kick off in your ass a little harder because what the fuck you doing?
Definitely, but in jail, it was in prison that I really got, like, you know what I mean?
I've seen in prison CEOs not like a white Crip so much that they let me do my shit because they couldn't stand how hard he was trying to.
Right. And they ain't like that. They don't like that. Ahead, you feel me? They ain't like
my. Have a natural aura as you. I'm not associating with him. I just know how from the outside looking in. A lot of times the law take it. Yeah.
And I fight back like police like mad times, you know. So I got beat up by police. You know what I mean? I got my teeth knocked out by police. Like,
have you ever been able to benefit legally of it? Like,
I didn't even do that, bro.
Damn, you a real nigga.
They asked
that's
me
nigga shit.
They brought the paperwork to the gate and I spit on it. I don't fuck.
Too gangster. Not even.
That was too gangster. Like, that was just too gangster. Now I look back, I'm like, damn.
Mm-hmm.
But at that time, I was like, that's what was taught to me.
Of course.
You feel me? That was the people that was behind, that was teaching me that was putting me on the game and they was like, yo, we don't, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I felt like, you know, what to do at that time.